Hey guys, it's Sam from Creatively Sam's, and today I've made a beach theme cross. I'm doing my bathroom in beach theme, and you may remember the swags that I did last week. Well, here's the newest edition. If you want to see how I did this, stay tuned. It's coming up next. I developed this recipe 20 plus years ago. I've used it over and over for so many different projects. It's really easy to use and to make. And what you need is some sand. You can either use Playbox sand. I got this, I believe, at Michael's. I think I got this one at Joann's, and you can get some at the Dollar Tree. Then you need Aleene's Tacky Glue, some water, some holographic glitter, either silver or gold. I usually use the gold. You need a container to mix it in, and you need something to stir it with. You can use a spoon, a ruler. This is a paint stir stick that I've had forever. And you're going to get started by putting the sand in, the glue, the glitter, and water if you need it. Okay, I got the sand and the glue in there, and boy, it takes forever for that glue to come out. And I'm going to start mixing it all up. If it needs more glue, you add more glue. And this is probably going to need more glue. And you add a little water to it, because you want this to be the consistency of pancake batter. And I'm probably going to have to add some more glue, maybe a little more water, but we'll be back when it's done. It's a little soupier than I wanted for the original, but I can tell by what's dried right here that it's going to be a little darker than I want. So I'm going to add some of the Dollar Tree white sand to it to lighten it up a bit. And probably a little more glitter. But it is a little soupier than pancake batter, and it's almost there. The nice thing about this is Aleene's glue dries clear, so it won't have that creamy look to it. It'll just look like sand with glitter. And this is just about perfect. And I'm going to set this aside. And prep what I'm going to use it on. I found this cross at Walmart. In their craft section. It was really inexpensive. So what I did was I gave it a good base coat of white acrylic paint just to seal the wood. And now that the wood is sealed, I'm taking the jumbo popsicle stick, and I'm just going to lightly coat it. And this stuff sticks to wood like crazy. It sticks to a lot of stuff. Terracotta just loves it. I want it mostly on the outsides and a very thin coating on the inside because I have plans for the inside. And this stays wet for a while, so you have time to play with it. And once I get this all coated, I'm going to get some of my teeny tiny shells and decorate. In the meantime, I'm just going to coat this. And I'm just coating the top. I'm going to leave the back as plain as possible. I put this over a paper plate so it could drain off. And I scrape the center so that it just has a light coating. Now to build up the outsides, if you go down into the bottom, it's a lot thicker. So you just add a little more. And since this is mostly made out of, well, it is made out of sand and glue, this is your glue. You don't have to add extra. Now I'm just going to put some shells into that. And just keep playing until I get it the way I like it. And I'll be back when I'm done with that. And I'm just using a popsicle stick to add a little bit of the sand mixture. And glue it into place. Okay, I've got the rim surrounded with miniature shells and some pearls. And of course at the top there is a rose because there's a rose in every room of my house. And I'm going to let this dry, and I'm going to, as soon as it's dry, we'll go on to the next part. Okay, I let it dry overnight, and all of the shells are stuck on there, and you can see the way the glitter is shining through. And I very easily could leave it like this, but I've had another idea for this cross since the moment I bought it. Okay, now I have some gloss Mod Podge, a small container, some food coloring in sky blue and teal, some toothpicks, and some popsicle sticks. And I'm just going to put some of the gloss. Whoa! I'm just going to put some of the gloss Mod Podge in the container. And since I want this to be more teal than blue, I don't know if you can see that. I'm doing one blue, and two teal. And I'm going to be stirring this for a while until I get all of the food coloring mixed in and to get it the color that I want. And remember, Mod Podge dries clear, so this is going to give it a watery look. The color is pretty close to what I want, but I think it's a little intense, so I am going to add more Mod Podge. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Now to get it into the cross. Okay, this turned out entirely too dark. I put a little bit on a lid and it's almost dry and it's entirely too dark. So, what I did was put more Mod Podge in a container and I added about 3/4 of one of these little spoons to it. And I think it's light enough now. So what I'm going to do is just put some on the inside. What I eventually want this to look like is water in the center. And I'm just going to tilt it until it fills it all in. And then I'm going to set this aside to dry. And we'll be back when this is done. Okay, it's all filled in. And I'm just going to let this dry. And when I come back, I'll let you know how long it sat before it dried. But I think this is going to turn out okay. Fingers crossed. Okay, this has been drying for about 20 hours. There's a couple of spots that are still not completely clear, but all in all, I'd say it turned out pretty nice. And this should dry completely clear in a couple more hours. But I think I'm going to hang it. Okay, my little cross is in place. And I think it looks pretty good with the swags. And if you like what you saw, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and happy creating, everyone.